Everyone, if you're just tuning in, we're getting awfully clicky tonight, featuring speedruns of some of your favorite and maybe some you've never heard of point and click games. So far, we've had an incredible run of Crazy Machines by Rithen, and then we also had just a few minutes ago Gabriel Knight 20th Anniversary Edition. Sins of the Father, I believe specifically, is the subtitle of that game. Any percent by Lemming, where B got us to the end. But now we're going to have the next run after a few gentle reminders. Did you know, and I hope you did know, that SGDQ 2023 is coming up? It's going to be May 28th through June 4th. It is in Minneapolis, Minnesota, so it is a live event. And if you're interested in attending, registration is still open and will be until May 3rd. So feel free to go on to gamesdonequick.com for some more information. And if you're interested in attending, you will do so through your profile on gamesdonequick.com. So we'll hope to see some of you there. But without further ado, Curse of Enchantia is coming up next. A DOS / point and click / ridiculous and silly game run by none other than DJRebirth. Go ahead and show us how it's done.
Well, hello, friends. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and happy time zone to you all. My name is DJRebirth. I'm a real-life DJ and also a retro gaming speedrunner and an enthusiast of all things silly. And officially, I'd like to welcome you all to the world premiere speedrun of Curse of Enchantia. No one has ever run this game before. I am the first person to run this, and it is my pleasure to showcase this to you all. I am so unbelievably excited. Curse of Enchantia was released in 1992 by Core Design, which is a UK-based company. It was released on both the Amiga computer system and PC CD-ROM. I actually first played this game when I was 8 years old and has always had a special place in my heart. My older brother and I both would just hang out and play Curse of Enchantia an absolute ton. So, in Curse of Enchantia, we play little Brad, who has been abducted from his homeworld via an evil magic spell cast by the Wicked Witch of Enchantia, so she can use him as the final ingredient in her potion of eternal youth. And now it is up to us to escape Enchantia, friends. So I'm gonna go ahead and count it down, and we're gonna get things moving. Here we go. 99, 98. I'm just kidding. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's boogie. All right, so we are now in Enchantia. Little Brad is hanging out in a jail cell. We need to get him out ASAP, so we're gonna scream help. And this very nice prison guard is going to tell us to shut up and just dive out of the room and leave his key behind. So we're going to pick up his key, and then we're going to use the key to unlock our shackles. So now we are free, but we're not out of the woods yet. So we're going to go over here, and we're going to push this wall open. Just going to push this wall open, and we're going to pick up this very, very medieval paperclip. So we're going to take our extremely medieval paperclip, and we're going to use it to casually, pick the lock, do what we got to do, Skyrim, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. All right, so now we're in the hallway. What we need to first do to escape this dungeon fully is we need to pick up this fishbowl, which actually has a little fish inside. So now that guard is moving. So now we're going to go down. We need to go down this hallway and avoid these hammers at all costs. These can really... Oh. I'm just kidding, friends. We're okay. That was me just memeing. So yes, we're just going to avoid these hammers. They're little like gems and stuff we can actually pick up here, gold, things of that nature. This game actually has an internal point system. It doesn't really affect the outcome of the game too much. It's just more of kind of a, you get all the points at the end, you check the menu, and, it says you got this many points, 100 out of 100. And, just a little thing you can use to kind of show off to your friends how, cool and efficient you are. I believe some of the Space Quest and I think King's Quest games had some of the same types of things. Anyway, we're out of the dungeon. That's it. That's a dungeon. Blink and you'll miss it. Well, now we're in the next part. We're under the water. We're in the ocean. We're undersea. So what we're going to do is we're going to equip the fishbowl, and our little goldfish friend is going to float away, finally free in the ocean. And we're going to push-pull on this little baby beluga who's stuck behind this little metal gate here. And baby beluga is going to swim away. We got 2 fish already swimming away. So real quickly, we're just going to have a little peek at this mud pile and just pick up this little worm for safekeeping. We love worms. We are a worm-positive community. So what now we're going to do is we're going to give this special little worm to Mr. Fish for safekeeping. I know he's going to keep this worm nice and safe, not going to do anything, definitely not going to eat it. And Mr. Fish is now going to give us some oxygen. Oxygen, so we can breathe. I love breathing. All right, so now we're going to pick up this little seashell. and we're going to make contact with the turtle. The turtle is the agent that's going to carry us over these electrified eels. So we're gonna barter. We're gonna barter with the turtle. We're gonna give them a seashell, and they're gonna carry us off across these terrible shocky eels, and we are past them now. Now we're gonna pick up this harpoon, and we're just gonna kind of go over here, and we're just going to reach out with this harpoon. We're gonna miss. I totally meant to do that, and we're gonna get smacked by the shark, but we're gonna do it again, and this time we're gonna give him a little jolt. So now the shark has been dealt with, and now we need to do one last order of business in the ocean, and it is simply to leapfrog over this clam. We have leapfrogged over the clam, and we are good to go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to insert this harpoon in this drain plug, because that's how oceans work. And now we're sucked into the drain plug, and now we have emerged inside the caves. One of my favoriteest areas ever. So what we're going to do is first we're going to pick up this little seaweed stuff here, and then we're going to pull this button, this conveniently placed cave button. Also, this song loops, by the way. This game literally only has one song. It's a bop. I love this song. It just keeps me going. I honestly never get sick of it. Like when I play this as a kid, I'm just like, this is a good song. And now playing it as a grown-up, I'm like, this is an excellent song. The production quality is 10 out of 10. I tell you what. So, okay, what we're doing right now is we're picking up some rocks. We just, we need to fill our pockets with rocks as a young lad in a medieval world would do. So actually what we need to do is there's a medium-sized rock, there's a small-sized rock, and there's a large-sized rock. Now we actually have a limited inventory, as you can see. So we can only hold so many rocks. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick up this medium-sized rock, we're gonna pick up this large-sized rock, and now our inventory should be full, yes. So now we gotta go to the Rock Basher Meditations Incorporated. That is actually the name of a business that operates out of these caves. Now we're just gonna walk past this friendly mud monster. It's very friendly. It just does a little slide across the dance floor to the other side and does a little dip, does a little worm, and comes out the other side as mud monsters do. So now we're at Rock Basher Meditators Incorporated. I think I said it right the first time. So we're gonna give this nice mud rock basher, I should say, not mud, but rocks. This nice rock bashing gentleman, some rocks for his, so he can meditate, so he can have a good day, exercise his hands, keep his joints nice and active. So just gonna go ahead and give him a couple rocks here. A good amount of rocks. I like rocks. And speaking of rocks, you rock, chat. See what I did there? Got him. All right. So now, actually, I goofed. We've got one more rock. I was so focused on completing my joke, I didn't complete the sequence. Okay. Hey, you rock, chat. All right. Now to the next phase. Got him. All right. So now we need to go. We need to collect some more rocks. This is kind of a trekking back and forth type of deal. There's a lot of item pickups here. This is probably one of the more item intensive picking up area. This game gives you a lot of different types of scenarios, like item hoarding. There are a couple areas that are actually some pretty brutal platforming. It's pretty wild. So I'm excited to show those to you all because it always keeps me on edge. So okay, picking up that rock. We're going to pick up one more small rock. And then I believe we just need one more big rock. Perfect. Good to go. Let's grab this rock. Go in here. Go in there. There we go. All right, we're going to pick up this coin for later use. All right, and we're going to go into this cave first. And we're going to go and pick up this ultra medieval CRT monitor. It is an ultra medieval CRT monitors as they had in the medieval times. So now it is a wonderful accompaniment to our very medieval paperclip, the dynamic duo, the very medieval paperclip and the ultra medieval CRT monitor. And now we're going to look in some holes in the wall, and these little cute little fellers are just going to jump out and show us the next hole that we need to look into. So we're looking in this hole, looking at this hole. All right, and let's just peek in this last hole. And we found a stick. We're gonna pick up a stick. Now, as a child, I really liked sticks, so I just had a big old stick pile in my backyard because every stick was unique and it was cool. I was like, I want this stick, so I had a lot of sticks. My parents eventually made me throw them away, but man, was it awesome having all those unique, cool-looking sticks. It was beautiful, chat. So, okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into this cave and we're going to pick up this not so stick, but more a ginormous board. So we're going to combine this ginormous board with this boulder, and not to upset any collectors of old electronics here, but we're going to throw our very medieval CRT monitor. I'm so sorry, but it's okay. I know, but it's okay. It allowed us to do quite the acrobatic move and jump onto that platform upstairs, and now we have a magnet. So now we're going to go back to Rock Bashing Meditations Incorporated. I swear to heck, I will remember that name correctly someday. So we're going to go to him and we're going to receive an item from him. All right. So far, so good. All right. Mr. Rock Basher, I've got many gifts for you. Well, actually, technically 4. Okay, so 1, a 2, a 3, and 1 more.
So you have to bite the last one, right?
3, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Get to the center of the Tootsie Pop. All right, so the Mr. Rock Basher dude, he gave us a rock with a string tied to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine it with the magnet, and now we're going to take it to yet, wait for it, another cave. Another cave! Let's go. We're actually almost done with the cave system. This is technically like the calm and tranquil part of the game. Things get really bananas a little bit later. And you'll know because you'll probably see me sweating, and I will let you know when that moment is, but I'm not going to spoil it because let's just enjoy the part of the game that's tranquil and relaxing and, just very, very calm. So what we're going to do, we're going to go down here. We're going to go down here. Now, there's one more hole at the back of the wall. All we need to do is we now need to take our throwy magnet thingamading, and now we use that to acquire a metallic piece of string. You didn't see us pick it up. I mean, Bradley went through the movements, but it doesn't actually show you what you got. So the allure and the surprise is going into your inventory and being like, ooh, what'd I get? And then it's like, oh, I got string. Dang. I thought I'd get another stick. I wish I got another stick. I wish there was a metallic stick in there. I would have settled for a metallic stick. But I'll take the string because we need to use that to get out of these caves. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to this metallic loop that we've walked past twice now. I'm just gonna walk past it, then I'm gonna walk back to it, and I'm gonna combine the string with the metallic loop, and now our friend, the lovely mud monster, has no idea that we just set a trap for them. Now, don't worry, the mud monster's okay, but we now have a muddy souvenir. All right, so now that we've got our muddy souvenir, this unlocks the first game show of Curse of Enchantia, the first game show. I hope you're all ready, chat, for the price is strange. All right, so we're gonna throw this lovely coin into the wishing well. Our wonderful game show host is gonna show up and say, would you like money? Would you like girls? Or would you like a hat? Well, you know what, chat? Show me the money. Oh,
nice
hat,
money.
Though. That is a nice hat. More money, more problems. All right, let's make some lovely friends. Aw, how sweet. Look at that was a nice tender hug. Nice tender hug. All right, well, last thing we have left is the hat, so I guess let's take the hat. We'll take the hat. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this very shiny hat, and now we're gonna go this way, and then we're gonna go this way. The game within a game. Okay. So now we're going to proceed to exit the cave system. There is a landslidey, infinite falling rock sequence that we cannot walk past unless we wear proper headwear. And that's true. You should always wear a hard hat, a protective hat, if you're ever near any place with falling debris. And this segment is no exception. So let's put on our handy dandy hard hat. All right. So far, so good. So far, so... Oh, heck! We just got smashed in the head by a giant boulder, but we are okay because we were protective. Always wear safety gear, chat. Okay, so now what we need to do, as you can see behind the well, there is a picture of a human with an X next to it, and there's a picture of a monster with a check mark next to it. So what we need to do is we need to create a monster. We need to make a monster of ourselves. So we're going to combine the mud with the seaweed. Then we're going to combine the seaweed with the stick. Then we're going to jump in the bucket. And now we're going to wear our seaweed mud stick concoction. And oh my gosh! We're being rescued. We're being rescued.
It's just like the picture.
Yes. So beautiful. And look, it's a friendly ogre has rescued us. Ooh, and they want to do some kissy. Uh-oh. But they realize we're a human, and so they dive into the well. That's so sad. I thought I had a new ogre friend. But they just wanted me because they thought I looked like an ogre. All right, that's okay. Well, let's walk down this path. Oh my gosh. That gentleman looks like William Shakespeare, and he tried to attack us. I like to call him William Shakesword. Well, we're going to return the favor, and we're just going to go ahead and smack him with his own sword. He is now gone forever, and we're going to go ahead and steal his money. Now, this money's a little bit more attainable than that ginormous sack of cash we found earlier, because this one we can actually carry. All right, so there's some little area. You can go into Frank's Food, you can buy some food, and that gets you some points. I'm feeling famished, so I'm gonna make a quick pit stop at the Red Dragon just for a pint. But the host has sent us out, so I guess all right, maybe in a couple years. Maybe we're not old enough. All right, so first order of business, we're gonna go to the Mage's Shop of Wonders. We got to go to the old wise mage. Very, very important, extremely important. And we're gonna give him some money. And now, the wonderful Mr. Mage is going to teleport us to the cliffs. All right, so when I said intense platforming, I mean it. So this area has some very... there are items you can bump into. Well, I should say obstacles you can bump into, and you can fall off this cliff. Now, you won't perish, but a giant stork will take you back to the very beginning. So we're going to go up right about here. I'm not going to... jump. There we go. All right. Hopefully this is the right. No, we got to get a little bit closer. All right. Let's try it. There we go. All right. We're going to shove this boulder. All right. We're going to go ahead and hop over this boulder. And now if you look up above, there is a very terrible boulder that can drop on our heads. Now, we unfortunately don't have another hard hat, but we were able to nimbly escape it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to push some buttons. I think we're going to press 4, 1, and then 2. I think this is actually a solution to one of the puzzles in King's Quest 6. Me and my wife had played King's Quest 6 kind of recently, and I was like, wait, 4, 1, 2? Isn't that the code to King's Quest 6? The Mystical Mountain? I think it is. All right, so now we're going to pick up this rope. There is this shocky gentleman that we're going to real quickly equip the rubber gloves and shove him off the cliff. He's in our way, so bye. All right, so these falling rocks are on a kind of a global cycle, so we're just gonna wait for it to complete. If we get caught in that, we're gonna fall off the cliff and we're just gonna have a very bad time. So okay, so now we're gonna go to this little alcove here, right over here, and there's actually a little gummy hat here. You blink and you'll miss it. It's like a little gummy hat. So we're gonna wait for this rock slide. And now we're going to go ahead and just book it. We're going to run for our dear life and go this way. We're just going over here. All right, so far so good. Okay, so now we need to go ahead and put that little gummy hat on because there's a little teeny tiny falling rock that actually falls on our head. It's quite obscure. All right, so now we got a little rock and we're just going to throw this rock at this platform to drop it. Okay, so let's give it a throw. It's going to fall. Oh my God, I just cracked GDQ's monitor. Oh, it's okay. It's a self-healing monitor. We're good to go. Oh my God, I was really nervous about that part. Oh my goodness. All right. Whew. That was a close one, everybody. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and throw this rope. It's going to magically link itself to these delicious loops, and now we're just going to jump across it. All right, so now we're just going to do a little casual, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. As a kid, I was able to do the monkey bars pretty well, but as an adult, forget it. My upper body strength is just, it doesn't exist. I was like, I wish I had the strength as that I had as a child. All right, last one. I am so glad we dodged that because we're actually almost done with, thankfully, the cliffs. Oh. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and look at this wall, and it says Open Sesame. Well, that's a fun term. Let's go over here and say Open Sesame. Perfect. All right, so now there's a gigantic parrot and a little nutcracker. So we're going to say hi. And the parrot's like, you must collect a fire extinguisher and a fan. They're very medieval. I'm very confused. Okay, so they turned us into a frog and teleported us back to the town. So now we have our instructions. In order to escape Enchantia, we need a fan and a fire extinguisher. Yeah, it's pretty. I think we can find some of those in this very medieval land. So now we're gonna go to Mr. Mage again. And we're going to give him even more money. He's making so much money off us throughout this playthrough. And he's going to put a pig head on our head. And we're just going to walk out. And we're not even going to say thank you. But look at this ultra cool pig head with these ultra cool sunglasses. Yeah. So cool. Now, we're not going to make a pit stop there. But actually, inside of this little Sally Seal shop, there's a fortune teller that's actually a seal. It tells your fortune. All right, so now we are in the junkyard. Now here's the band, the Slugs, recording their latest single. Now, so they're just working on, recording their music, doing their thing. So what we're gonna do is we're going to pick up some hay. And now we're just gonna walk past this post office box. We're just gonna walk past an active volcano. No, just active volcano. Yeah, lots of these in Enchantia, in the medieval land. So we're just gonna pick up this silver platter. We're going to get hit by fireballs. Now, that is actually RNG. Sometimes, wow, that's never happened before. You sometimes have good days where you just walk past the fireballs, don't even get hit, and you're good to go. But today, I guess it's springtime. It's extra hot out. So now what we're going to do is we're first going to approach this walking nose. We're going to insert some hay into its nostril. The walking nose is going to sneeze, launch, and take a nap in the background. So now they're just going to take a nap for the rest of the game. No big deal, It's been a long day. They worked their 8 hours. It's sleepy time. So we're going to go ahead now. We just picked up a stamp, and now we're going to pick up a sock. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do some acrobatics here. Now, this pile over here actually had a pair of lips on it that would just go hung, hung, and it made weird chomping noises. Because we defeated the nose, the lips are gone. So now that allows us to pick up a television remote. This place isn't very medieval anymore. This is out of control. Also, there's a RoboCop. Shout out to RoboCop in front of the ship. RoboCop just stand in guard. That's a good RoboCop. So we're gonna go ahead and combine the sock we got with some of this money, and we're gonna walk over to RoboCop. And unfortunately, RoboCop 4 didn't make it to the theaters, but this is kind of what happened. Sorry, Alex Murphy. That's your last patrol. I'm so sorry. Sorry to any RoboCop fans out there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead now and pick up one of these boards. And we're going to just kind of sneak over here. This placement is actually kind of specific. Hopefully we're in a good spot. We're just gonna throw this board. Whew. This part actually always does make me really nervous because the positioning where we need to stand as far as these boards go is really, really tight. I would say almost frame perfect. We're just gonna go approximately right over here. There we go. I like that position. And we're just gonna throw the board down. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go across the board and pick up this. It's like copper paper. It's like a copper paper. The copper paper. Okay, perfect. Good to go. All right, so now that we've defeated RoboCop and stolen the copper paper treasure, we're gonna go to this pile of cassette tapes. Now, a lot of you might not know what these are, but they used to record music onto them. Now I don't really know what they do, but cassette tapes were just the hot goss. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the Slugs, and we're going to insert the cassette tape into this tape deck, and we're just going to activate this remote control so we can record some music. Record the Slugs and their latest hit single. Now, we're gonna go over here, and there's a letter just kind of hanging out in this corner. And we're going to combine the stamp with the letter. and we're going to mail this letter. And the reason we do this is so we can RIAA certify the Slugs hit single. So now that we've RIAA platinum certified the Slugs' latest single, we're gonna go ahead and now because he cares, we're gonna give this rock dude, this rocker with the cool boombox, the hit single by the Slugs. He's gonna hand us this key card, and it's just gonna go wild. You know, this game in general is pretty wild. Like literally, when I think of it, I just start yelling help. Just like that. So now we're gonna pick up this. It's like I don't really know what it is, honestly. It's kind of like a silver bottle kind of thing. It's very unclear. But now we're gonna go ahead and insert that key card that we just got from the rocker dude, and now we're gonna do some more platforming. So basically what we need to do is we need to go left and we need to go right, and using nature, the power of nature. We missed it. Using the power of the wind, oh shoot. All right, hold on. We're gonna pick up this sack of marbles. So now we got a sack of marbles. These cloudy marbles. And now a magic door has appeared. And now what we're gonna do is enter the door. Now we're in this strange chamber. We're going to go ahead and throw our Happy Fun bottle against the wall, and we're going to pull our copper paper onto the wall and create a button. I honestly have no idea how me and my older brother figured this out. I think it was just trial and error. And just somehow we figured it out, and there it is. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw our sack of marbles across the dance floor. We're also gonna throw our silver platter across the dance floor. We're gonna fly across, and we're gonna pick up this pretty heckin' medieval fan here. And of course, we're gonna use our super duper medieval paperclip that we still have to unlock this door. And we are back to the town. So now we've got a fan. I would argue that this is our biggest fan ever. We've met our biggest fan, and now we are together until the end. Together until the end. All right. And now the third level. All right. So now we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go to Ben's costume shop. I like Ben's costume shop because there's a Batman costume. And we're going to give Ben some money. Now, I don't know about you all, but I said yes to the dress. Now we got this lovely dress, and we're going to put it on. That is a lovely, I like that dress. That's a lovely color of like maroon crimson. And now this doorway is open, and now we're in the ice world. My favorite world ever. All right, so there is a Yeti. He just ate a little Happy Fun goblin. So we're going to throw a snowball at the Yeti. And now our little goblin has been rescued. So now what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and pick up this spray, which is actually deodorant. It's actually deodorant. We're going to go up here. We got the deodorant. We're going to go up one more screen. We're going to pick up the snowy board. And we're going to travel one screen to the south. And here's a Happy Fun fish that we're going to make lots of friends with. So we're going to throw the board down. Now we have a delicious fish. And now we're going to deliver it to a fisherman. I'm so excited. This is the friendliest fisherman ever. He's such a great dude. Such a great dude. Hello, Mr. Fisherman. Hi, Mr. Oh my God, he passed out. I know why he passed out. It's because we smell terrible. Let's go ahead and put that deodorant on and try again. Let's try it again. 2 times is a charm. Hello, Mr. Fisher. There we go. See, now we don't smell terrible from handling a gigantic fish. So now we're going to go ahead and give the fisherman a gigantic fish. And in doing so, before he escapes, we're going to take his fishing rod as to save time. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to travel to the left here. Go to this ice block, and we're going to attack the ice block with the fishing rod. Totally makes sense, right? Well, we just snapped it in half, created a fire, and rescued another goblin. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and pick up this ash on the ground, just saving all the goblins. Pick up this ash, and we're going to travel to the right. Isn't it catchy? It's so catchy. I love it. All right, we're going to say hello to this wonderful walrus. This walrus is going to save the day in a minute. This walrus is going to save the day in a hot minute. I don't want to spoil it, but that walrus is absolutely wondrous. Okay, so we're going to go up one more screen. And there's our friendly walrus, creating a bridge for us to travel over. And now we're just going to go here and scream help again. Help! To be fair, Brad is stuck in the strange land, so screaming help is totally within his right. All right, so now we're going to climb through this hole. And I don't know about y'all, but I am ready to get the heck across this pond so we can get the heck on out of here. So let's go ahead and jump in the boat. This totally unassuming boat. Oh my gosh, it broke! Not again. That happens every time. All right, I got a backup plan though. Let's go ahead and throw this ash into the water. So what's going to happen is a friendly dragon is up here. We're going to do the splits. We're going to levitate onto its back. And now they're taking us across the pond to the ice palace. Oh no. This is the part I was talking about, everybody. So what we're going to do is we need to push and pull the icicles. We push pull the largest one, and we push pull the second largest one. Kind of the penguins that are walking past us, that's kind of the indicator of the puzzle solution. And now we're going to push pull on the bottom one, the smallest one. And now we are in the RNG heck hallway. And here's what I mean by that. Let's first delay the inevitable. Let's pick up this broom. So now this table has dice on it that we need to pick up and roll. And there is a hallway in front of us, which depending on what dice we roll, certain doors are open. Now, after a very long time grinding this, we have determined that by rolling a triple, if you roll a triple, so a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, you can get multiple doors open. And it's just, sometimes it's a grind. We will get it. I've never been here for more than a few minutes. Oh, there we go. All right, we got a triple. Perfect. So 4, 4, 4. So 2, 2, 2, 4, 4, 4, and 6, 6, 6 open the same doors. So that being said, let's focus on that. Sometimes with certain rolls, you can get maybe like 1 or 2 doors open if you're lucky, but it just takes so long. Thankfully, we've dissected that. Now, I actually wanted to see if I could like look at the game's code because I do some like web development, so I know me some code. But turns out this game was coded in assembly language, which, from what I understand, is many Nintendo games are coded in assembly, and it's just it breaks my brain. So I'm just going to pass on that. And I will just assume that the combinations that we've discovered in terms of the 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6 are more than adequate. It is still dice rolls. So now, since we've rolled 4, 4, 4, we need to go back to the dice. We need to roll either a 1, 1, 1, a 3, 3, 3, or a 5, 5, 5. So far, so good. Here we go. So yeah, we just picked up some items that'll help us get to the bottom of this. One of those items being a gun, by the way. We just picked up a gun in the medieval times. Okay. Ooh, 1, 1. Wait. No, wait. Yes, perfect. Yes, this is what we want. Perfect. We got odds. Yes. Oh, I love it when this game is good to us. So we're going to pick up this jack. We're now picking up a jack. And just to recap, we picked up a jack, an icicle, a gun, a magnifying glass, a broom, and, well, we already had the fan. My biggest fan, everybody. So actually what we can do is we can put the gun in the holster, because Brad does not need to be walking around with that. And we're going to go to this holster, and we're going to pick up this broken glass and this suntan lotion. So now we're going to go in here, and we're going to pick up this bullhorn. It's a very, very medieval handgun, in fact. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up this ice cube now. All right, and now since we've picked up everything, there is a whistle here. So what we got to do is we're going to pick up this whistle, and we're going to combine the whistle with the megaphone. And now all we got to do is attack this window with the megaphone whistle. It's going to crack. And we literally just jump on through. All right, so now another puzzle. So this ridiculously medieval laser is jutting out from the ceiling. So what we got to do is we got to throw down this magnifying glass, combine that with that hole in the ground. Then we're going to go to this next hole in the ground, and we're going to combine this ice cube. And then we're going to go to this next hole, and we're going to combine an icicle. Ice is very reflective, everybody. It's extremely reflective. It can reflect even lasers. And now we're going to take this broken piece of glass, combine it with the hole, and we're going to destroy the laser. There we go. Perfect. Done and done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to insert the jack underneath the door. And now our first boss fight, the ice witch lady. So we're going to just jump over her fireballs And, first try, let's go. And we're going to sit on her throne. We're going to boyoyoing out. She just looks on in shock. And now a gigantic hand that escaped the realm of the Legend of Zelda's, plural, has gripped us. Well, fortunately, we've got some suntan lotion to get us out of this sticky situation. So now it's a slick situation. So now we're done here. Now this is another RNG heck hallway. This could go on for longer than the dice if we're not lucky. I have no idea what the mechanics behind this are other than just keep going through the doors until it's over. If anyone here has ever played Haunting Ground, it's kind of like that. I'm sure there's a Silent Hill 4 The Room reference somewhere in there. I could just go on and on. And in fact, that's probably my only option until this area is done. Oh, but fortunately, I got ahead of myself because we are now in possession of a matchbook. A matchbox, I should say. There's at least 20 matches in there.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I get these jokes, so this makes me happy.
Woohoo! It's so silly. It's just so silly. Okay, so now we just got to kind of guess in terms of the doors. Go to the next. All right. Next, the giant sleepy ogre. So what we got to do is we got to hide right here. Okay. All right, snoozing. So we got to basically throw a match in between the ogre's toesy woesies and set their feet on fire. So here we're going to do exactly that. So we're going to insert the match. Hopefully we can do this in one cycle. Sweet. No, they woke up. Sometimes we're lucky enough to get it in one cycle. All right. I usually wait for 3 snores. 2, 3. All right, we're good to go. I knew that would happen. That always happens. Okay, attack. That foot was on fire, and now we can. Now that the ogre has shot through the ceiling, we can take their quite medieval fire extinguisher. There's Ben thanking us for fetching the fire extinguisher, and now Ben's gonna send us on our merry way. Thank you, Ben. But he wouldn't let me keep the dress. Dang it. I like the color. It's a really good tint. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the mage and tell him about all the cool things we just did. All the cool things we just did. Poor Shrek's cousins. And now we're saying, hey, Mr. Mage, we got all the things we needed. Have some more money. He's like, okay, I'm going to send you out of Enchantia now. Well, unfortunately for us, Old Man Mage just buried us alive. We're dead. Or at least we thought we were. So thankfully, we're gonna get out of this. This coffin by picking up a bone, and we're actually gonna go visit a doctor now. We're gonna go visit the biggest, baddest doctor of them all. I'd like to introduce you all to the doctor in just a second. And there they are coming at us. There is Dr. Acula. Hi, Dr. Acula. And well, we just went over here to the left of this pile, and Dr. Acula fell inside this grave. Well, it's not over yet because we still got a couple more appointments with Dr. Acula. All right, so with that, Dr. Acula is blocking our path, so we're just going to smash them in the back of the head with a shovel. Yay, we did it. Or I wish we did. So we're going to pick up now some 1,000-year-old garlic bread and with the garlic and the bread, and it's just kind of chilling on the ground. I don't know how long it's been there. I don't know why we're picking it up, but it's ours now. So now we're going to go ahead and push this grave onto Dracula's foot. Also, if you look in the foreground, it says, this guy's dead, which I think is really funny. This game does not take itself seriously whatsoever, and that's what I love about it. All right, so now, honestly, after all this combat, I'm feeling kind of hungry. So let's go ahead and eat the 1,000-year garlic bread.
What could go wrong?
Burp. We burped, and bye, Dracky. All right, so now we're going to pick up this somewhat medieval vacuum, and we're going to take our crucifix that we picked up. Dracula's going to be like, oh no! And now let's travel to the right. And now Dracula peers out, and thankfully we've got some symbols that we picked up, so we're going to crash them behind Dracula's head. And now Dracula's nowhere to be found, so we're just going to leave. And Dracula's quitting his job. He's like, I'm done. No more of these abducted children. No more magic potions. All right, so now we're headed toward the witch's castle. And here's the pillars of death, and we're just gonna walk through the gate. How about that? Okay, good to go. That kind of reminds me of a scene in King's Quest V where there's a similar type of pillared entrance. You got to pull out like this crystal to like deflect their evil beams. All right, so now we're in the castle, so let's go upstairs first. Okay, let's not go upstairs first. In fact, let's just skip upstairs altogether. How about that? All right, so let's go into this left room. We're going to go ahead and pick up this ring that's on the ground. A little ring. It's a little pretty shiny ring. And now I'm feeling some books. I think I'm just gonna take a load off, read a book real quick. So we're just gonna go here. We're gonna push pull this little book here, and oh my goodness, a bookcase open. Where's this lead? Oh my goodness. It's the witch's chamber. Time's coming up, by the way. So now we got to fight for our freedom to get out of the land of Enchantia. So firstly, we're going to use our ridiculously medieval vacuum to vacuum up this here ghost. And now we're going to push pull on our fire extinguisher to dispel the witch's flames. And now finally, we're going to attack with our biggest fan, deflecting the fireballs. Time is coming up. Time is coming up, everybody. So now we're gonna walk up to the Witch of Enchantia, and we're gonna prove our love and loyalty to her. So let's combine the witch with the ring we found, and oh my God, she's gone. She yelled. She left her crown behind. And time. That is Curse of Enchantia, everybody. Excellent. I love it. But yeah, this game is just absolutely ridiculous. This is just a total throwback to my childhood. I hope you all super enjoyed that. But yes, thank you so much again, GDQ Hotfix, for having me. I had so much fun, especially with this game. Thank you so much again to our wonderful host, Konception, for putting this amazing show on. If you like retro games, horror games, DJ streams, you can find me at twitch.tv/DJRebirth. Also, I'm currently the only person that speedruns this game. So if this game's your jam, if you're interested, I've got a guide or two posted on the speedrun leaderboards for Curse of Enchantia. And that's going to do it. So everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Again, happy Monday. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Konception and friends, GDQ, thank you again for having me. Take care, everybody.
The pleasure was certainly ours. You have an infectious energy when it comes to this game, and I'm really glad that this freeze frame has the B theme of the show, the secret B theme continuing on. So I'm going to say that was purposeful. I did that on purpose.
Thank
Absolutely.
You. Love it.
Yes. Thank you so much, DJRebirth. Well done. Incredible run. We have one last run for y'all tonight, and it is a doozy, so you're going to want to stick around for it. But we're going to take one last break as well. So feel free to stand up, stretch it out, get some food, get some drink, maybe some 1,000-year-old garlic bread. And we'll see you here in just a few short moments.